Welcome to Kusum.net. This is ASP.NET MVC tutorial and you are watching part 95 on begin, on complete, on success, on failure properties of AJAX Options class. Okay. Before watching this video, please watch my previous parts 92, 93 and 94. In part 94, I was explained about providing visual feedback using loading element ID, AJAX option. Okay. So before continuing with this video, please watch previous parts. Let's start with properties of Ajax. Okay, using this following four properties of Ajax options class, we can associate JavaScript functions that get called on the client at different stages of an Ajax request or response cycles. So onBegin property is useful when the process is start to page load. The associate JavaScript function is called before the action method is invoked. Okay, when let's see this program. In the last lecture, I was explained about this process, and this action will be executed after this call success method is generated. Okay, so if you want to put anything or generate anything on that time, you will use this onBegin property. On complete, the associated JavaScript function is invoked after the response data has been instantiated, but before the page is updated. Like if you want to going out to display the page, and when you click on another page, that time that page can be removed and another page will be displayed. Okay. So that time you will use this onComplete property. On success, the associated JavaScript function is invoked after the page is updated. Means if you suppose filling up the form and save the data by clicking on save button, the data is saved first in the database and the message is displayed for successfully generated or data saved, that using on success property. Okay. On failure, if the process is failure, then if you want to display the message, then you will use this on failure property. The associated JavaScript function is invoked if the page update fails. Right. Let's flip to the Visual Studio and check how to do it. Okay. First, I will create the method of the JavaScript inside of my index view page. And so let's write script type equal to text or JavaScript language equal to JavaScript. Okay, and let's write a method for call begin. So let's create function and let's give it the name clear result. Okay, clear result of that class which you want to clear, where you want to clear the result. Okay, so our table is displayed here in this div student id. So let's copy this id and add here so that that data will be removed, of the table will be removed, so that dot empty. Okay, this, right? The function is now generated, but I will add here inside of this Ajax properties, I will add on begin property. Okay, so let's write here the on begin equal to, let's write the name of that function clear result. So use this clear result here. Okay, on begin equal to all results, and let's add this to all the partial views. Okay, let's add here and save it. And all right, now let's run the program. So this OnBegin property will be generated. When I click on this all click link, the visual feedback is generated and this table is displayed. Okay, now when I click on another link, that time this table will be removed. Okay, and just that GIF image will be displayed. Okay, so click here, you can see here the table is removed now at the time of call begin. Okay, so that's way you can create this, you can use this property on begin. Okay, now I want to cancel the call. For that I will write function cancel call. Okay, let's write for it. Suppose if 1 equal to 2, this never true, so return it true, so that the process can be cancelled. Okay, and in the else condition we'll write display the error alert, action method will not be invoked. Action method will not be invoked, right? And just return it false. Okay, and add this cancel call at the time of call on begin, so that the process will be stopped. Control C, Control V. Okay, at the time of on begin in all the partial loop pages. So this one, save it and let's run it here. Refresh the page and click on this link. Okay, where on the page load this pop-up message is displayed, action method will not be invoked. Why? Because of cancel call method. Okay, at the time of on begin of the page, this using on begin property, I am cancelling the call. Okay, now I want to display the rows at the time of success, at the time of success of the page. Okay, for that I will write the function. Let's write function and give the name is count rows. Okay, and write here the alert when the process is success, that time it displays the table and this alert. Okay, with count rows of that table. So let's add here which tables you want to count the rows, that you will write here. So pound symbol, and let's this student partial view take id of here. So create id equal to student id. Okay, and let's copy this, save this. In the index page we'll write this id so that it will count the rows of the table, and add tr. Okay, this tr dot length, and I will remove one row, -1. Why? Because with this table the heading as well as this tables property will be counted, so I want to remove this heading, this will be extra, so I am putting here the -1, and will add the message rows retrieved. How many rows retrieved, that will be present here, rows retrieved, right? And let's check again this $1 dot length -1 plus rows retrieved. Okay, just display this rows retrieved at the time of on success. So use on success property, you comma on success equal to, let's write the name of this function, count rows. Okay, and we will remove this on begin cancel call function, because if call cancel, then how can you count the rows? Okay, so in place of this I will use this function clear results. Okay, let's add this both to all the partial view pages. Let's save it and let's check. Okay, at the time of success of the page, it will count the rows and displays the rows message with the table. Okay, so let's click on this. Visual effect is running and the table is displayed. Before table is displayed, it count the rows and just check. Okay, table is also displayed. When I click on another link, it count the rows and display in alert pop-up and will display this table. Okay, so this is on the page success, right? So this way you can use this AJAX properties. Okay, thank you for listening this video. If you like this video, please subscribe it, share it, like it. Thank you. Have a great day.